Aaron Bob.
And I'm Erica Thomas. Today, Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson and Attorney General Leslie Rutledge held a joint news conference saying a law signed last year in the state bans transgender athletes from participating in girls' athletics.
5 News reporter Rachel Williams joining us live with what comes next. Rachel?
The governor is warning the Biden administration that plans to add transgender protections to Title IX in education won't be legal. And now, one local LGBTQ+ organization is responding to that announcement. The Center for NWA Equality says the idea of discrimination against cisgender women caused by trans women playing women's sports does not exist.
So cis girls are assigned female at birth and continue to identify as trans girls, and women are girls and women. So if in the interest of protecting girls and women, and if you're interested in protecting girls and women's sports, I think it's incredibly important to be interested in protecting the trans girls and women's experience as women in sports.
Megan Tulloch says transgender kids face an extensive amount of discrimination that can lead to higher rates of suicide, for an example, and believes this legislation would add to that.
Feeling of having your existence be a topic of political discussion is uncomfortable for everybody on that spectrum. It's been very challenging, I think, for parents of trans kids, for trans kids themselves.
In June, the Biden administration announced proposed regulations for Title IX, including U.S. Department of Education guidelines that, quote, will strengthen protections for LGBTQ+ students who face discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity.
Title IX has been around for only 50 years, giving women equal access and to opportunities in athletics. Unfortunately, the Biden administration's new rule proposed will take away those opportunities.
The federal proposal would add gender identity to protections that govern federal money for college and local school programs. But Hutchinson and Rutledge disagree.
Looking at taking legal action if necessary, because it's a violation of the Administrative Procedures Act, because it's arbitrary and capricious, and it's contrary to the rule of law, or rather contrary to law.
The governor and attorney general are doing two things. They have officially objected the Department of Education and say if the agency goes through with the new rules, the state will likely join a lawsuit to keep the rules from being enforced.
If the Biden administration doesn't heed our warning, doesn't look at our concerns from states such as Arkansas, and goes forward with this rule as the final rule, then we will take legal action against the Biden administration.
Rutledge says the Department of Education will put out the final rules in the coming months. Live in Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
All right, Rachel, thanks. Meanwhile,